Welcome back to another episode of Those Two Girls, finally in person.
We love it. We're so excited to be back. It just feels different. It's a different energy. We love the virtual. It doesn't matter where we are, but
literally.
This feels real.
This
feels
is
real.
the vibe. This feels
vibe.
real. Okay, there's so much to talk about, and I feel like we
gotta
haven't been
dive
in
right
person in a while, so obviously we have to start with Love Island.
Of course.
The season finale was last night, and our favorite girl, Amaya Papaya.
I love ya.
Winner, chicken dinner. I mean, we all knew she was gonna win because she's like
I never said I was perfect. I never said I didn't have any flaws. But at least I'm pretty. And at least I'm a little funny.
Okay, is
And
she
at
not?
least I'm my own best friend. That line hit.
Dude, because
love
we're all
ya.
our own best friends. Don't you feel like she is our Princess Diana?
No, she is. She's
Like
the
she's
people's
our
princess.
Yeah, she's the people's princess.
No, she is. She's
I love
America's
her.
sweetheart.
America's sweetheart. I love her. I feel like after this last episode, I love Brian more. At first, I was kind of like, is he in it because he likes her? Is he in it
Right.
because now he knows that she's America's favorite and he wants the
Same.
money? But I feel like after seeing his family and this last episode with their little date and everything, I feel like he's serious about her.
I agree, honestly.
I hope
and
it's
I follow this one account. I don't want to butcher the name, but I think it's like Love. It's literally like Love Island Astrology or Astrology Love Island or something.
I saw their she put their
Yes, but
signs
not
and stuff.
just that. Like without even like seeing their compatibility, they literally have all the same. Whether it's like Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius, they have all the same signs like in different places, which is such a good matchup. That's why they understand each other. And like
love that.
even in that time when he said that, you know, his mom has always when he cried with his mom's message. Literally, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm too much of an empath, but every single scene with the parents, I was just
cried.
crying.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Like, no, and how funny is it to me? Like, I mean, when you really think about it, you see like what's his name? Chris?
Yes.
He's been there for 5 minutes. He sees his mom.
Okay.
And, like, when was the last time you saw your mom and your sister? Because you got here literally 4 days ago as a bombshell.
So glad you brought that up because
Casa Amor.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up because at first I was like, oh, pobrecito, like tan lindo, so cute. And then I'm watching with my husband and Alexander's like, didn't he just get here? Then I'm like, wait, you're right. Like, I understand the people that have been there since day one, right? Like Ace, Nick,
Yes.
Shelly, Huda. Okay, makes sense.
It's been 6 weeks.
These Casa boys were there like 3 seconds ago.
And you have to think
just
about
arrived.
it. Like, when we watched the episode, it's only been like 2 days. So I
Yes.
swear I think he's been there for a solid 6
Yeah.
days.
No, literally.
Not even a week.
Yes.
Which I don't know what kind of relationship he has with his mom and his sister back home, but maybe they haven't seen each other in a while the way he was crying.
Maybe.
That was a little serious.
Maybe.
But back to Brian, I love
yes.
when he saw his mom, and like not just that, when he mentioned that Amaya has a lot of the same traits as his mom. That's like
Love that.
I have like chills.
I love
like
that.
literally, because that's when I knew he actually liked her. Like when someone compares you to your mom,
That's
like their mom,
the ultimate
as
fucking
like
compliment.
a mama's boy, which he definitely is. It's like locked and loaded.
Love that. That's literally the ultimate compliment. I'll never forget when my husband and like his sister even were like, you remind us of our mom. And I was like, that's it.
No,
like,
that's
I
all
don't
you
need
need to
anything
hear.
else. I don't need
Pause.
anything else. Love
I'm
it.
gonna put it to my add it to your CV. Add it to your CV. I am just like Alex's mom. That's something to brag about.
It is bragging rights for sure.
Can you imagine if he wouldn't have shared the money?
Okay, wait. Funny thing about this that I was just gonna bring up. So Ariana, I don't know if you saw this part. It was like later on towards the end. She's asking them like, what are you gonna do with the money? And Amaya, again, people's princess, like she is one with the people. She's like, I'm gonna donate it. Like I want to give back, whatever. Like, sweetheart. Brian's like literally sitting next to her, and he's like, and then like Ariana asks Brian, what are you gonna do with the money? He goes, I mean, definitely gonna invest some of it, but definitely also donate. Like he's like, girl, we gotta invest this money. Like, what do you mean you're just gonna give it away to everyone?
There's 5 cast members left, so they're each getting 10,000.
We all win.
I can picture her doing some crazy.
Brian
shit
was
like
standing
that.
there, and he's just like, and I'm like, oh, he did not like that.
He's like, bitch, like.
It's like, girl,
Work.
have you seen this economy? Like,
Slow it down. No. All of a sudden, he has to donate too, just because she's.
So he said that. He goes, but I'm really big on mental health, so I'm gonna donate back for like mental health community. Super sweet, but I just thought it was so funny. I'm just so happy for them. I'm so happy for her.
I know. Same.
Okay, I also want to talk about, because this happened Friday night, Ace and Shelly left. And did you notice that like after they left, I don't know if you watch, I didn't watch After Sun, but I saw like a clip of it, that the host was asking like him and Shelly and like everyone else, and I think Taylor and Clark, who they thought was going to win. And of course, like Ace is like, oh, Amaya. Now everyone's like Team Amaya all of a sudden because they got out. They realized that they were the bad guys, or like not necessarily the bad guys, but that people were like about them. And so they figured them out. So they're like all rooting for Amaya now, which it's like,
dude, I can't imagine though being Amaya and like being in there and like not knowing how loved she freaking is. Even like with her cast members, like that day where she was like, they were like saying, oh, you're too much or whatever the hell they were writing.
Yeah.
They are swallowing their fucking words because America's got Amaya Papaya's
dude,
back.
she's walking out of
like,
there.
Was it Poppy or Ollie
Poppy, they have a beverage, called Amaya Papaya. And I was like, you guys better give her like 10%, 20%, whatever percent of sales. And then Fenty messaged her, like Rihanna's Fenty, for like a collab or something. So fuck, you know what? Donate that $50K, baby, because you're already rich as fuck.
This is only the beginning, honey. And
only the beginning.
I could totally, the fact that she's an RN, like a nurse, like I totally see it. Because she has like such a good heart. And I could see, oh, I saw this one video too of like one of her coworkers on TikTok talking about her. Seen that. And it was like an older woman that was like just saying she's exactly who she portrays to herself. Like that's how she is with her patients. And I could totally see it.
And that's why everyone loves her, because you can just tell that it's genuine. Like, there's no bullshit. She's just being herself. And, like, that's so commendable.
No, it's so nice. It's
love
so
it.
transparent. Like, you get what you see. Or, like, you know, what you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get. Speaking of not being transparent and not giving us the whole tea, Ace and Shelly.
Oh, I was going to say
again.
Sierra.
We're going to get to her. But Ace and Shelly, like, so they, because as everyone knows now, if you're like on TikTok, you know that they met. I mean, they said it on the show, but they met before outside of a club in New York.
Right.
People are actually speculating that they were not, it wasn't just like, hey, what's up? And like exchange numbers or like Instagram, that they were actually talking and like in somewhat of a relationship, you know, in those early stages. But yeah, they're saying that no, that's not the case. Like we would DM here and there, like, oh, you look good, like on stories, but like it was never a full on relationship.
I can believe that, because if they're gonna be long distance and stuff, and even like when his family met her and stuff, they were genuinely like surprised. Where I had seen in the past when people were talking shit and just like, I mean, if it's a lie, then they were obviously making up lies, where it's like, oh no, Shelly has met all of his homeboys and blah, blah, blah,
I saw that
blah.
too.
And like, mind you, this whole Shelly name is newer.
Yes.
Because her brother even said, I can't believe you have like the whole
world calling you Shelly now.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So it was like, okay, so maybe they are telling the truth.
I
can
hope so.
see that. Like a guy that like you meet outside a club, thinks you're hot, follows you on Instagram, you follow him back, and then you post like you know, hot selfies, and he's like hearting, fire,
like sexy.
Hey, how you doing, Missy? Like, you know what I mean?
Looking
like,
good. Oh shit.
Yeah. Like I feel like see that. I can see that happening more so.
I hope that's the case, because I was a big fan of Ace before Love Island, because I'd watched like his dancing videos. And I think he's hilarious. I thought they were so cute and endearing, and I just like I loved that. And so then finding out that this was the same Ace, I was like, wait, no.
I know, but to me, honestly, I don't think Love Island was for him, because he's very strategic. I think he should go on like Survivor or Big Brother or something.
He'd be so good on one of those.
Or Big Brother especially, because he would like win over people. Like, lead them to fucking hell.
Dude.
While just fucking
he's like, you guys are going down. Thanks for all the help. I don't need you anymore. Goodbye.
Perfect for those shows, because he's a little too strategic for a love show.
He's smart. And the fact that he's 22. When I found out he was 22, I was... Dude, my mind was blown. I'm like, no, I thought he was like 29.
No, he's definitely...
He's very wise.
Yeah, he's very wise. And the best part is, like... Even maybe if it's translated as like being cocky, at least he knows who the fuck he is.
And I appreciate that. Yeah. So, and I can appreciate that.
Good for you.
Yes. Okay. I want to get into someone who has been extremely controversial.
I feel like we're playing Jeopardy.
Who
is Sierra?
Not yet, but
I don't know.
We can get it. Yeah. Huda and Chris, her journey was insane, to say the least.
Yes.
And I know this is controversial, because I was talking to a few friends over the weekend, and they like couldn't believe that like I had a soft spot for Huda. They were like, she's crazy. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I see myself in her. And that may sound bad. I might be outing myself, but like in my 20s, I could see myself like with that level of immaturity or like insecurity, and just like not being able to know how to process your emotions. So it just like is all word vomit and you don't know how to act, but she's not malicious. And I think her ending it with Chris just shows you how genuine she is, because if she was after the money and she was like being strategic like so many other people, she would have fucking faked it to like win. But no, she was like, actually, you're not for me, and like this is not my journey here. Like I'm not meant to end up with someone, and I commend her for that.
I do too. And going back to your point, absolutely. And I feel like anyone that doesn't see a little bit of themselves in Huda is fucking lying. Because I can say, okay, yeah, my 20s, whatever. No, my 30s, I still see a lot of myself in Huda. However, you kind of have like more of a decorum and you know when to not act that way, and like you know, you just realize like that's immature. You catch yourself. Right. Before it's kind of like there's no filter. Whereas like as you go on through time, it's like, okay, the thoughts are still there,
but I'm not going to
act on it. Let's, blend it in with someone that's like normal.
Yes. Let's really try to process it.
Express ourselves after that. But even I loved that when Chris's family came in, they even said the same exact thing. How they understand, because it's like a woman's thing. And it really is like, you could tell she's gone through shit. It's like a trauma response. Yeah. Like her needing that validation 24/7. And even when like, we were talking about that, how like even every single time she's been told that she's pretty or like, really?
Yeah.
Like, you think that? You like da-da-da. It's like, what? Stop.
Someone brought that up to me this weekend and they were like, but what about her being so conceited? I'm like, on the contrary, she's extremely insecure.
She's so insecure.
And if she's saying it, because I think one time she said, is it because I'm pretty that they hate me? I'm like, I think she said that because she's so insecure. She's looking for validation for someone to be like, yes, it's because you're beautiful that they hate you. Like,
but I feel like, there's such a difference between like confidence. Yeah. You could still be a very confident person, which she is. She speaks her mind. She doesn't give a shit. She doesn't like double like question the stuff she does. She's very bold. But you could still have an insecurity spot where, like, maybe you've been in a relationship with someone that you thought was head over heels for you.
Well, the baby daddy cheated on her.
Oh, God, I thought you were going to say the baby.
Oh, my God. No, yeah, sorry. That I was like, dad. Like, it came. No, my God. The baby daddy.
There you go.
I don't know that if she ever said it on this show, but people on TikTok, I think she had said it on her TikTok, and so then it was, like, dug up. So I think he cheated on her, which then knowing that, I was like, oh, duh, hello.
She has abandonment issues, 1,000%. So it doesn't matter how confident you are. It's like until you know that that person is like fully enveloped in you and whatever, you don't feel a sense of like tranquility. Like
security.
You need that validation. And she even said it. Words of affirmation and like acts of service are her favorite things. Right. That says a lot. Because it shows that that other person is thinking about you, is putting you first, is thinking about, or I already said that, is gonna like act on something that's gonna make you happy. Right. Putting you first.
Right. Exactly. And that's like where the compromise comes in. And I don't feel like Chris was like, although in the beginning I thought he's good for her because I feel like he calms her down, he listens to her, he hears her out. And I think he had his moments, but the breakup scene to me, did you end up watching it?
Yes.
Where I feel like his ego, you could tell, was really hurt because it was like she was the one who said that she didn't, we're better off as friends. Also, though, I feel like he was like manipulating her into that decision because he's like, you know what you want to do. You know what you want to do. Just say it. Yeah. And it's like, let her speak. I'm not agreeing with Huda in that conversation at all because and I know her because I feel like I'm like that sometimes. She was ready to speak and he's like, let me finish.
Bro, the amount of times, and like sometimes he'd just look at her. Yeah. And she'd like stop talking. I'm like,
she's like, and I'm like, Huda, listen to him. So, but I started laughing because I was like, shit, I think I do that sometimes when I'm like fighting with or arguing with my husband. But that turned me off about him. That, and then at the family dinner before Ace and Shelly left, when they were all doing like their peaks and pits.
Yes.
And he was like, yeah,
didn't even mention her.
My peak was, and didn't even mention her. It's the way he did it. He was like, yeah, so my peak was obviously seeing my mom and my sister today. Loved that. Playing basketball with the boys. Like, loved that.
Let me think if there's anything else.
Yeah, and then, no. And that's it. I can't think of anything else. Why did you have to say that?
Like, there was absolutely no point to do that.
Just say that's it. Or just cut it off.
No, or even just meeting Huda. We'll see where this goes. Like, whatever. You've been so great. Lie. Who gives a shit?
Take something out of your asshole.
I feel like also something about him that I do see as immaturity. I mean, granted, he is good at communicating when she's willing to listen and like X, Y, and Z. But also, he has this thing about him where he just fucking shuts down that pisses me off.
Okay, he like checked out, right? In the villa.
Even when his family was coming.
Yes, he checked out.
He's like, oh, I don't know, I'm worried. I don't know what they're gonna think. And like he was like putting his hands on his like or his head in his hands, and I'm like, bro, like.
And everyone's like, get out of your funk. Like Ace was like, get out of your funk. Like, come on. And he totally shut down. I don't think this experience was for him.
Yeah.
I think it was too much, too soon. It's just not for him. And like
Yeah, and
that's fine. But I think it brought out the worst in him.
Yeah, but I do agree too in the sense that like if you're gonna be intimate with someone at night, like how can you not kiss them in public?
Yes.
That made no sense to me.
I
I'm
agree
sorry.
with that, but trying to see like from, because I try to see from Huda's perspective. She got fucking ripped apart from everyone there when she was doing that with Jeremiah. Like literally.
Well, then don't sleep with him.
Ripped apart. I agree with you, but I'm trying to think from like her mind. She was probably like, okay, I don't want to piss these people off, because it's not like you can call your friends. It's not like you can call your family. It's not like you can leave. Like this is it. These are your friends and family for these 2 months. So it's like, I think, and we're going back to like, she needs the validation and she's insecure. She needed that validation from the entire cast. And if she just didn't know how to maneuver, she didn't know how to play, because it's like, oh, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. It's like, oh, now I'm not showing enough emotion and I'm not showing PDA and it's like a problem. But when it wasn't a problem.
I feel like the PDA was never a problem for anyone. It was more so her flipping the fuck out and being like, you're a little bitch, fuck you.
Yeah, that was
like, that's when people were like, oh,
yeah,
okay. But like, I feel like if she was able to open up like in a scenario where it's like public, where other people can see that she's like actually moving on from Jeremiah onto Chris, and like something, even just a little peck, like whatever,
I agree.
People would completely have her back on that, and even see even more growth.
Yeah,
from the fact that like she's moved on from Jeremiah, but like what, like, oh, you're gonna sleep with him alone, like when nobody's,
and then not show PDA. I agree with you on that. I was just trying to get inside her brain to be like, why? And so I think that maybe that was one portion.
She did explain
she
it.
Didn't
like
want to piss
she
people
wanted
off.
to be like different or whatever.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
But I also think ultimately, you don't really like him like that. Honestly,
like,
I think she just didn't really like him like that ultimately. But it was part of the process, and she wanted to give it 100%. So she's like, I'm gonna see it through. But we've dated guys in the past where it's like you try to force it, or you're on a date with them, and like, it just doesn't come, like you don't want to, so you're just like, oh, it's because of this, so you make an excuse. I think she just didn't really see him like that, honestly.
To me, love Huda in so many different ways, but she's like a walking contradiction, because she'll like talk about how, you know, she likes the when a guy's all over
touching
you and
her.
X, Y, and Z, and then he asked for a kiss, and she like,
she's
it
like
was
looking around.
It wasn't even like she was the one like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna like ask for a kiss because I don't want to piss anyone off. It's like, bro, like this guy's asking you for a kiss.
I get that.
Give him a fucking kiss.
I get it. And I was like, I saw both sides, but I don't know.
I mean, they weren't good for each other regardless.
No,
so it's like whatever.
I don't think so. Okay, I think. What do you think? So I want to hear your thoughts before I give mine on this whole Nicolandria thing. I feel like the world is obsessed with them. They've been shipping them from the beginning.
I mean, in the beginning, I did see that Nick was attracted to her, and I could see like a little bit of a spark or whatever. But as the time went on, absolutely not. And I think they played into it just because like they knew that that's what America obviously wanted, and obviously Sierra was out. And, you know, when they were both kicked off, all of a sudden they're on like a date. Yeah. They're getting another chance. It's pretty freaking obvious, you know, like let's see this through. But they're holding hands and walking, calling each other bro. I don't know. I don't think that's a sound relationship to me. I don't think that's super romantic. And I didn't feel 100% like ingenuity like towards the end at all.
Towards the end, yeah, it was kind of, it just to me was kind of like, if you guys weren't forced into this situation, you would have never explored it. Yeah. They were forced twice into it.
I think they enjoy each other's company.
I think they're great.
Like, don't you see like too, like when they were like on that date and like her response versus Nick's response? Where Nick was kind of like, I don't know if we'll just be best friends or if we'll
no matter what.
More, but no matter what. Okay, that's it. Come on. Instead of like a guy that really likes you, it's like, I can't wait to see what we're like outside of here.
But
like,
he did,
keep
but
exploring.
then to me it was contradicting, because in another conversation, he did say that about like seeing and exploring, and I'm going here to Alabama and you're coming over, and like, let's see where it goes and whatever. I do think that I think he lights up more around her than he ever did around Sierra. Like, it's very clear. And just watching, like, the Nicolandria fandom edits, I'm just like, okay, like, things that I maybe didn't catch before. I think he likes her. I think she is unsure about him, and she's giving it a shot. And
I think completely opposite.
I think she is unsure, and she's giving it a shot because she's like, oh, well, my mom approves. America approves. Like, what more do you need?
Literally how I think about Nick.
No, I don't.
I see her liking Nick, and like every time she finds out about him liking her, and she's like, really? Why didn't I know? Like da 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 da. Like, and she like gets excited. But I feel like she is the type of person that's like giving it an open shot. I feel like Nick was kind of like forced into it and like went with it, but I don't see him.
I felt the opposite. I think he likes her. You could just see it with like the difference in him and Sierra, and then with Alandra, he's like so free and happy and like like just himself.
But wouldn't that like give you? To me, that gives me vibes of like best friends.
It could, but could there be something romantic there also? Clearly, there is. I mean, they love to kiss in the challenges. Like, there's something there. I don't know. And even when he would kiss Alandra versus Sierra, like his face, he'd be like, yeah, like, you know, like it was just so giddy.
After they got that like second chance, like at the, you know, Soul Ties, and when they were like making out and whatnot, there was nothing there. So like all of a sudden they're gonna get to know each other a little bit more, even though they've been living in the same house for like the past 4 weeks. I
didn't see that there was nothing there at Soul Ties. I thought he liked it. He
said like, that there was nothing.
I know they said it, but I think they were just saying that because it's like, oh well, I still like Taylor, and like, you know, I got Sierra over there, so like fuck it.
You know, we'll
see. We'll see what happens. I hope. I don't know, but I do think that Alandria, like she said, has like 13 lives, like a cat on the show, but also I just think she's a slow burn for this type of show. Although I loved her, like I really did. She's just a slow burn, and I think Sierra was just, hey, I'm here, you know, like you don't have to work for it. Like, I'll open my legs for you. Like, I'm exclusive for you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to work for it. So and Nick seemed like the guy's like, cool, great. Like, his ego loved that. So he was like, fuck it, great. Like, I don't have to work for this shit. Like, I got a solid relationship. I can make it to the finale. Like, let's fucking go.
The entire time that I was watching this season, and you could so tell, like, okay, their first conversation was so good. Their banter was great.
With who?
Sierra and Nick.
Okay, yeah.
Right? As time went on, I could definitely tell Sierra was insecure.
Yeah.
And, like, liked him so much more than he liked her until they slept together. And then I feel like he kind of took it a little bit more seriously for whatever reason. I don't know. But I could totally see that she was, like, always, like, on him and, like, touching him. And he was just, like, you know?
Yeah. Or, like, when she's, like, so I'm your dream girl, and he's pouring the champagne. He's like, Like, literally did a face like that. He's like, yeah.
Dream girl.
Please. We can get into Sierra of it all.
She is a very calculated person, I think. She's well-spoken. People have claimed that she has, like, you know, PR, like, what do you call it? Training. Which I can kind of see in a sense with how she answers, like, certain things like that in that one episode where, like, it was, like, the truth box or whatever. Yes. And just the way she, like, walked, like, just, like, around and around in circles, and people are like, wow, that sounded great. No, she just used, like, 4 big words.
Right. She holds space for big words.
Oh, I can't with the holding. I was accidentally holding space for a slur.
Have you seen the memes of, like,
are you fucking
and I love it.
Me?
There's, like, TikToks of Asians just, like, holding each other's fingers, and they're just like, we're holding, and it's like her audio in the background, and they're all just like holding on to fingers.
Because of, like, Wicked? Like the finger?
I don't know, but they have Sierra's, space, they're holding space for, like, and I'm like, girl, oh my gosh. And the apology, the empathy sweater. Okay. The necklace she's wearing, the way she talks, and she's just like, I was just holding space and I didn't realize, and that was bad, but now I can see everything, and I am truly, truly sorry.
I can't stand her.
Like, the way, you know what I mean? Yes. It's like truly, truly sorry. But this is not an apology video. This is an accountability video. I'm like, she puts me in a bad mood, and I'm sorry, but, like, I know in the beginning, before all of this came out, people were like, Sierra stans. She always rubbed me the wrong way a teeny bit just because of the way she spoke. You know what I mean? It just seems so fake.
I was obsessed with what it was like. Okay, it's like one of those masochist things that I do.
She's a witch.
Where it's like, well, for me, it's just like, it would piss me off watching her and her, like, pout and her like
that you
lips,
became obsessed.
But I was obsessed with watching. Like I would rewind sometimes to watch it again because it would piss me off so bad.
So I think you were under what they're saying on TikTok was her glamour spell.
Oh, I did see something about
Did you see that? And like people got old, whether it was TikTok videos or Instagram photos of like her in the past with her friends, with like candles and like witchcraft spells.
I didn't see that though.
So apparently she did a glamour spell and she fooled all of America. So
well, not for long. Your digital footprint is also bigger than you.
Yes, agreed. And don't you feel like she just needs to keep her mouth shut? Like she's out here calling. Did you see hashtag hoodrats to Huda's fans? And then she immediately changed it because she got called out. So I was like, ooh, girl. Put your apology video out. Let it marinate.
I wouldn't
take
even
some
yet.
time. Honestly, the apology video was too soon, in my opinion.
Yes.
But whatever. You did it. Leave it there. Let everyone digest it. Whatever. But she's out here like all over social media. It's like
over.
Where
and,
is your
posting
family?
All these pictures and like greatest experience of my life, friends forever. It's like, bitch, you got kicked off. You're worse than Ulissa doing like meet and greets at fucking Dolphin Mall. No. You saw that?
No, she didn't.
With Chris. Or I'm sorry, who was that really tall guy?
Wait, the one that I don't like?
Was with Huda, the one that, the one. Yeah,
But
I forgot his name. Brian? No.
Why you gotta act so dominant? JD.
Yes. They did a meet and greet in Dolphin Mall.
Does he not have the most punchable face?
You know.
Don't lie. Valerie, don't lie.
I don't want to be mean. But
okay. Well, I will be. It's fine.
I mean, I feel like Sierra does have a punchable face.
It's the migrated lips. It's the migrated lips. But
just
wait, I
wanna
didn't know
come at her
Ulissa
with
was doing
dissolver.
at Dolphin Mall, dude.
Like taking meet and greets with fans.
Did
Girl,
anyone
you were
go?
on there for less than 24 hours.
Did she even finish one
Literally,
episode?
if you watch the video, it looks like they were walking around, like seeing if anyone recognized. It was in like a stand or something where people came to them.
Wow, talk about the ultimate ick.
I know.
That's embarrassing.
She's trying to keep herself. She's trying to like, hold on to that relevancy like so tight, just like Sierra, which is like, girl.
I do feel like Sierra's a little delusional though. Like I don't. She's like
is.
not it's not clocking to you, Sierra, that America hates you.
You didn't watch last season, did you?
No. So see,
Okay.
with Love Island, I started it when it first came out during COVID, when it was like the hot thing, and I watched like the first 3 seasons, and then I fell off after that because it was just like too many reality shows to keep up with.
Like the first one that actually like
was good, like
was
for real love.
Crazy, where they all became like super famous. They have a spin-off show now.
Yeah, I saw the spin-off show is
and
coming
like
out.
this season 2 has been like really like the most popular show ever.
Okay.
But even on last season, there was a girl named Andrea who was like coming out with all these TikTok videos like after she was like sent home.
It was like a Sierra situation.
Oh my God, worse, because she was like doing little dances. I'll have to show you.
Okay, I have to see it.
We'll have to check back in. But regardless, I just feel like Sierra, enough. Empathy, sweater, take it off. And you know what else I noticed? Because I went through all of her videos. Well, not all of her videos, but like I was like scrolling around. She has never once sat on any floor when she's talking to the camera. All these things are so calculated. She was on the floor in her room, like carpet.
Yes.
Okay.
Like with her bed
Empathy,
behind her. Yeah.
like all of these things are very subconscious things that people process as like, I'm so sorry, I'm like lower. Empathy. Oh my God, because even my friend who I told about the empathy sweater, she's like, oh, I didn't even read like it said empathy. I'm like, yeah, no, it's just for your brain to process so you feel bad or something.
Exactly.
Her little jade necklace. At least she wore it on the show though, because if it was her first time wearing it,
that's why people say it was
make it a bigger
witchcraft
deal.
though, because it was like on the show and then after the show. So she's like, hey, it worked on the show. Maybe it can work for this apology video. Okay, so moving on from Sierra, I want to talk, and it's going to be quick because like everyone fast forwards their scenes anyway. Iris and Pipit, really quick. Which I like them. I think they're sweet. Yeah. I think it's funny because everyone's like, does anyone else fast forward Iris and Pipit's scene? And someone said that Iris and Pippa's scenes are their commercial breaks. So they like go up and go to the bathroom or get a little like beverage and snack. Did you notice how like pissed she was when they were 4th place? Did you clock that?
No, I didn't.
She was like,
really?
Yeah, she was not happy. And then she like
no idea.
walked off and she's standing there and Pippa's like, like it's okay, like kissing her. And she's just like,
oh my God, no, I feel like I missed that.
She was not happy. And also, did you clock when then Huda and Chris were 3rd place and, they go off and Ariana's like, congratulations, grab How funny is that, by the way? She's like, you're in 4th place. Congratulations. Go grab a glass of champagne.
Yeah.
And they're like,
move the fuck off the stage.
Yeah, like, it's like, you lost. Woo, grab a glass of champs. Like, what the fuck? So then Huda and Chris walk off, and obviously, but they go to like opposite ends. So Chris is next to Pepe, and then Huda's next to Iris. And okay, so it's like Huda, Iris in the middle, and then Pepe, right? Pepe and Iris kiss. Huda's making eye contact with Pepe while he's kissing Iris, looks away, then Iris looks at Iris looks at Huda and goes like, Huda's like, or something, and then Iris looks at Pepe and she's like, one for Huda, and his face was like, what? It was the weirdest thing. It was weird. And then I saw that it was all over social media. So I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one who noticed that like weird ass interaction.
That's too funny.
Do you think though, because TJ has been posting on his TikToks, I don't know if you've seen
Yes.
like Iris, like no, like all like butthurt and like heartbroken about the fact that she's with Pepe. Like, do you think she actually really likes Pepe and they're gonna like figure it out? Or do you think she's gonna see TJ's TikToks and be like, oh, wait a second, like, bye Pepe, I'm going back to TJ?
I feel like, see, that's what I want to see so bad. Like, what happens next with all these like
Beyond the
people
villa.
and like even Hannah? Like, what about Hannah and Pepe?
Right?
Like, he was like basically like crying over her when he was with Grayson or whatever. You know, she was there for 5 minutes, the poor girl.
Have you seen the memes that it's like just a bunch of blonde girls and it's like Pepe's type? It's like a distressed blonde.
No, yeah, I saw something where like someone's like, oh, someone better like, you know, send Nick's sister back home before Pepe like, you know, conquers her because she's a blonde. She looked just like Hannah.
And if she's crying in distress, like game over. You don't stand a chance.
Done.
Iris is done.
I feel like Iris and Pepe had a really good connection. I think long term, I don't see them as a couple. I think that they're both very chill and too chill, right? I think that like one of them needs to be a little bit more sparkier. You know what I mean?
They're both vanilla.
I feel like Hannah and Pepe were like a really good match
Because she's
Hannah's-
sparky.
Yes, she's like bubbly.
She's
like hee hee,
She's
like
cute.
all cute.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like Pepe's type kind of, and that's what he was trying to look for in Grayson,
Yes.
and Grayson was also very bland.
Yes.
No
agreed.
offense.
No, but she was a sweet girl, but like
beautiful, sweet,
bland. Did you clock? And I don't know why clock is my favorite word today, by the way, guys. I think I'm just thinking of Justin Bieber, like, it's not clocking
I know,
you.
but I feel like also like on Love Island, like they just always use like the same terminology.
Yeah.
Lock in,
clock in,
everything.
closed off.
Yeah.
So anyway, did you, and I don't know if it was the editing, did you catch when the families were there and Iris's mom, like, she asked her sister first, what do you think of Pepe?
Yes.
And the sister's like, no, like, we're sad that TJ went
Bitch.
home, but we Pepe's cool. And then the mom's like, well, you know I'm
my type.
You know I'm super picky.
Yeah. I literally rewound. I always want to say rewound because I think that's actually how you say it. But I literally rewound it like 2 times to make sure.
Yes.
I had just heard. She's definitely talking about his tattoos. That's how I perceived it.
Yeah, I think so,
like that she just wants her to be with like a clean cut, like, you know, TJ
Yes.
type.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, mama.
Ooh.
Like, he
Oh.
has done 0 things wrong for you to be like, oh, you know, I'm picky.
Pepe's
What,
the
you
most-
want her to be with like
A white guy.
yeah, but
let's
like a
just
piece
say
of
it.
shit white guy,
Let's
like
just say it.
over
It's-
someone that's an actual. See, and that's why I loved Pippin. That's why he was voted as like most genuine X, Y, and
Agreed.
Z, because he, even when Andreina came up to him and like wanted to, and he's like, you know, I want to see things through with Grayson. He didn't even like fucking Grayson, but he wanted to be like real,
Genuine.
like
And,
genuine,
like, give
and
her
like
the
one
full
at a
attention.
time, and like really make it. So, girl, what are you so picky about? I want to know like what you want her to have.
Also, if we're really gonna like sit here and say this, like you said, Pepe was the most unproblematic guy in that villa. Let's be real. And I'm sorry, but like his mom probably liked TJ more. He used Vanna just to get to the next round. Let's
that
not
was
like
clear
anyone
as
who that was
day.
clear as day. You could tell he could not stand her, didn't like her at all, and he fucking used her to get through the next fucking round.
I know.
That was fucked up. And it's like, what do you, but at least Pepe's like genuine. What? Because of the tattoos and like, I don't want to say it's a race thing, like him being Hispanic, but like it rubbed me weird.
I didn't even pick up on
It
like,
rubbed me a
that
little
part.
weird.
I just thought because he was kind of yatted. Like, she's like, oh, you know, I'm picky. Like, to me, that just felt like yats.
I hope
Which
it was
I kind
just
of
that.
get, because I feel like my mom would probably be like, too. No offense, mom, love you, but she's kind of like closed-minded like that. Like when it comes, but like she would never say it out loud on television. You have a mic on for a reason, mom. We're being recorded
everywhere in that villa from every angle.
Listen, okay. I could not even believe she said that.
I was shocked.
I mean, I wish like, in a sense, like he did something wrong where I could be like, oh, I see. She's picky. She's seen that, like, he hasn't treated Iris amazingly, but that's not the case. So what are you picky about, honey? Physicality? That's what we're talking about right now?
Right. And that's why I had to bring it up because I was like, I don't understand why, like, it's Pepe. Like, maybe if it was you're talking about Nick, okay, I can see that a little bit. But, like, Pepe? Come on. It just sparked my memory. But funny thing about the tattoos, there's this whole thing online. I actually didn't notice it, but my husband did because I guess, I don't know, it didn't come up on my girly algorithm, but it came up on his Love Island algorithm that all these guys' tattoos, if you really notice, they're all super fresh. So they all got them done right before they were going on Love Island just so they could look like super cool and yetted on Love Island.
You know what? That makes so much sense. And I forgot who I saw out of all the ones that are yatted that I went on their page and I'm like, oh, he didn't even have these tattoos beforehand. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah. All fresh. Still look
just
cool.
like Huda's nose job.
Yeah.
She just got it like 3 months ago.
Dude, okay. Thank you for bringing this up because this was something I wanted to talk about, but I didn't write it down. The pillow thing.
Also, Iris's boobs.
Ooh, I didn't catch that one.
If you go on her Instagram, girl, I don't even know how you're in a bikini yet. Like,
wow, but they look good.
They look good. Yeah, but I could tell too. They're like really high up and stuff. Yet. Like they haven't fallen. But I went on her page and she actually looks great, like without boobs too. Like
she looks great. She's a gorgeous girl.
Gorgeous and like girl. Just like she just seems like a chill, like genuine.
She's like naturally very pretty.
Gorgeous, yes.
Because you brought this up, Huda's nose job, the pillow thing. When Chris threw the pillow at her and it hit her nose. Did you see that scene?
By the way, that was not okay.
Thank you.
And that was so targeted towards her face.
That was so targeted. And the fact that, like, he twisted it because it was part of their conversation, like their breakup conversation, to then be like, she wasn't letting him sleep. And she was being annoying. Don't get me wrong. She's like, I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you don't answer, we're not talking the next day. So, like, I get that. That was kind of a little bit cray-cray, Huda. Like, love you, but cray-cray. However, he just was like, after he did it and she was like all pissy, he rolled his eyes. He rolled his eyes and like went to sleep.
Like, it's so crazy to me, too, because it's like when you're in a pillow fight, like, I get it. Like, you're grabbing the pillow, you're smacking someone, whatever. You don't chuck it from 10 feet away right into their face. Dude. That has a lot of momentum, right? It's a breezy room, pa!
And a pillow at that speed?
Yeah, like, come on. What? And
she just got it fresh.
I'd be pissed. She even still wears like her little nose thing at night.
She had to put it on because she's like, do you see what I have to put on my nose now?
Oh, I didn't.
So that's why she put it on. But he didn't say sorry. And I thought, listen, all you had to do is be like, how is your face? I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean it on purpose.
As soon as like, it happens and you smell like crack up and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Huh? Like laugh it off.
And then like realize that she's upset and then be like, oh shit, like, are you okay? Also, early on in your relationship, you should not be rolling your eyes like that. That's like fucking 7 years you're married and you're rolling your eyes or some shit. Like, this is the early stages. You guys should be honeymooning. He should be catering to your needs. To throw the pillow, she's like, what the fuck? And then for him to roll his eyes and just lay his little head back down.
His big head.
His big head,
like 2 feet long.
Like, it's my size of my torso. Back down. Did you see also all of these things that I forgot? What his sister said on her story?
No.
Okay, so I don't remember, and I wish I wrote it down, but I didn't. But she posted something, because, you know, when they did the family day, she's all like, we understand Huda, love her. Like, they were pro Huda.
Yes.
Anti now, all of a sudden. Like, on her story, she's like, can I really say how I truly feel now? And it was basically like her.
God, why do people,
I can't say it because she used.
Stand people, like, when, like, someone in their family gets, like, a lick of fame or something, it's like, now I want to really share my thoughts. Shut the fuck up. Just leave it as it. He didn't even win.
They weren't going to. Like, it was always
they're not together anymore. Are we really giving a shit if you approved of Huda if they're not even together?
So, excuse me, but she was gonna, basically what she was saying, and I can't like say it verbatim because she said like the N-word, but it basically was like,
she said the N-word?
Well, in the sense of, she's like, when you don't notice a real N, but like I'm gonna say man. You don't notice a real man when he's right in your face. Something about like not noticing a real man when they're in your face and like passing up the opportunity or something. Basically like clocking Huda and calling her out and saying like, oh, you don't recognize a real man, like because Chris was like a real man and like Huda was being like a little bitch or a little girl or something. I don't know, but she said real N, you know, like instead of man. And then at the end she was like, and by the way, I can say N, because I guess she was like, people expected that people were going to call her out for it or something. But yeah.
Okay.
That was.
I mean, also just the fact that like he, like so much of the weight on whether or not he was going to continue with Huda or like her was like based on his family's opinion. And he was so surprised that they were okay with her. Like, who gives a shit, bro? Like, is this Love Island or, like, Family Approval Island?
Right.
Like what are we playing
Do you like her or not? Like, just, you don't need your... Obviously, family approval is everything, but, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, family approval is everything, but, you know, you're going there without your family. It's just you and this other person. Like, yeah, they're watching from TV, but, like, if you're really interested in this person and what they are seeing is the edited cuts of the producers, who cares? You're the one dating.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't understand.
And imagine how much they're filmed 24 hours, 24/7. Imagine like how much is cut out. Like you're only getting bits and pieces.
Have you ever seen them eat anything other than breakfast?
No, because they have pre-planned meals.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't see what conversations happen at lunch or dinner.
Right.
Like we don't know.
There's so much.
There's so much that like gets cut out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, final thing on Love Island, and I just want to know if you agree with this or not. Shelly and Alandria specifically are getting a lot of hate for being mean girls to Huda. And so everyone online is being very like, mean girls, whatever, blah, 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 and like attacking Shelly and Alandria. But now a lot of people online are mad at Ariana because she doesn't speak out against that, but she'll only speak out against like certain things, but not against like the Shelly and Alandria hate. In the sense of like, I'm assuming.
But like, this isn't. She's just the host. What the fuck is wrong with people?
That's my thing too. It's like, how much is she going to speak?
Like we see what we see, and we have an opinion on it. Obviously, from that situation, apparently things were cut that Huda was doing to Ace, like putting her ass in his face or something like that.
Like she was like sitting on his face, basically.
Correct.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Correct. So, yeah, that's way too fucking far, especially from someone that everyone respected Jeremiah with. Like, every challenge, it's like they would pick every guy except Jeremiah because they knew better. Right. You know what I mean? They were walking on eggshells with this girl.
Yep.
So you reciprocate that with someone that obviously, like, Shelly likes. I thought it was annoying as shit that Shelly even, like, was annoyed that, like, Huda was, like, exploring with, like,
the Chris thing?
Yeah, like, make up your damn mind. But Ace, I get it. Like, they have been a thing from the beginning. Like, even if she was to do that to Taylor, like, towards Orlandria, or when Sierra was there, like,
I get that.
You know, it's like, it's too much. And if we're really in a sisterhood, it's self-explanatory.
It's not lining up.
But also, it's like they didn't show too much of her, like, remorse, I feel like, was cut out a lot. And then Andreina. I know, like, it's like, I know an Andreina, but like everybody always calls her different stuff, like Andreina. Adrina. And like, so like, I don't even know what the hell her name is, but it's Andreina. She, you know, had said like how like Huda was like slamming the door, and then like that didn't happen. So it's like, but did it? Because then she's saying that it did, but that they cut it out. So it's like, we only see what we see. We don't know. I don't think that they were mean girls. I think that they were probably right in being angry towards Huda. But I don't think it's Ariana's job to fucking talk about every single situation and like address and be like, stop bullying. Like, she's the host.
That's my thing, because here's the thing. As the host, you have to remain neutral. Unfortunately, it is what it is. You have to try to remain neutral. It's like a news reporter or any type of reporter. It's like you just report the news and you don't give like your opinion on it.
Right.
That's what you do as a host, which is why our last episode we were saying that Nick Viall, terrible host, because he's very opinionated and it's very biased, and it's not the way to handle those things. If what's her name? Ariana came out and was like, oh, I liked Huda here, but I hated that she did this. Oh, Shelly was a mean girl here, but Ace was a horrible, like, bro, do you know how many problems she would be in to the point where people would cancel her and then she would be out of like a Love Island job? Like, what is, like, I agree, and she has spoken out against like hate and like the bullying, and like she can only speak out so much. Obviously, if something terrible happened, I would expect her to address it. These things of like Mean Girls, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
I think it's like subjective versus objective.
Exactly.
Like when it's like something that like, okay, you are gaining this opinion because of the things that are shown to you. Like, and she sees what we see, you know what I mean? That's what she said too. But it's like, okay, that's an opinion. But when it's an objective thing, and by the way, she has an Asian boyfriend.
Like, of course she's going to care. She has an opinion.
Speak out on it. She probably was telling the producers, like, no, get rid of that girl. You know what I mean?
We don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
By the way, after Sierra left, that energy really did shift in that house. So maybe she is a witch.
I know she's a witch.
Because I saw it, and I know you didn't see the last season, but if you would have known that, like, so PPG, which is like Powerpuff Girls, you know, they like, it was Serena, Janae, and Leah, which Leah was America's sweetheart.
Okay, they called themselves PPG, like Powerpuff Girls?
PPG, yes. Okay. So they were like a little group, and it was exactly like that in a sense that, so Leah, it's funny because she's also...
I know Leah.
Yeah.
Because she's like super big. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. She's like also
Khattab,
like Palestinian,
right?
like, or I don't know where she's from, but she's like with
from,
Huda. She's like Middle Eastern, whatever, but it's funny. But either way, they were just trying to create that again, I feel like with Sierra and the two girls, Shelly and Olandria. And it was so obvious to me, like how they were like ganging up on Huda. So I feel like that's when the Mean Girls thing started. But Sierra left, and ever since then, it was like all kosher. Everything's good.
We're
good.
Yeah. I could. Totally
I felt bad. Like even when freaking Clark and Taylor left, like I was like so against them. I hated them, and then they like left, and I'm like, damn, I wish the voting was like the same day or like live, because I think things would have been different.
I agree. And I think we voted off someone, like two people who had a genuine connection. Like I don't agree with the way he handled it in terms of like not being
he pissed me the fuck off
of Alandra's feelings, and he was kind of like, I don't give a fuck. Like that was fucked up. After the connection you guys had, whether it's friendship or like romantic, you still like show respect to Alandria and like understand that she has feelings for you.
So let's not even forget about how
like, he was so.
What about when
bad?
Jalen came in and he was obsessed with Alandria, and
she picked him. Exactly.
He picked it up 13 times. Exactly. And so, like to try and get her away from Jalen.
Exactly.
Like,
so
why would you do all that?
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting at. That it's like you kind of like led her on, no matter if you thought it was a friendship, whatever, because you didn't have another like connection that matched up. So you like led her on.
Yeah.
And then like
just to stay on.
And then finally you find someone. Exactly. Then you find someone that it's like, oh wait, like I actually have like butterflies with this girl. Like I like her. The way he treated Alandria spoke volumes, and unfortunately, that was his downfall. Like, if he would have maneuvered it properly and sat her down and been like, I care about you so much. I he didn't do that right.
No, he had no idea.
But
he needs to get some media training like Sierra.
Oh God, please not like Sierra, because everyone sees right through her bullshit. But final, because we've been talking about this for so long. What was I going to say? Oh, someone was saying that, you know, the card game, the mail game that everyone like,
yes.
That it was actually like 4 hours long, the entire thing. One of the people who got kicked off, I can't remember which one, that it was 4 hours. The Huda part was the longest, and that they actually edited it to make Huda look really bad, but actually that there were some very productive conversations with Huda that actually made her look good. Mm-hmm. But the way they edited it was to make her look like shit.
I mean, they had to keep it consistent from the beginning.
Yeah. Last thing I'm going to say, Huda looked fucking fire in her finale dress. Like, she
looked
so good.
Okay, wait, did you see how, like, that Maybelline episode, they turned off the beauty filter or something?
Yeah.
And everyone looks so different. Huda's the only one that looks exactly the same.
Yeah, so good.
She's gorgeous. She didn't need a nose job, though. I thought she was beautiful without it. But she's gorgeous. She looks like a Bratz doll now.
But she looks amazing.
But like before, she just looks very Middle Eastern, gorgeous. Like just like her sister. Her older sister. Oh my God,
everyone's talking about this.
Really?
The sister. Yes, everyone, that she's gorgeous.
Oh my God, okay, I haven't seen that.
Everyone's talking about
the older one, right?
Yeah, the older one.
She's like goddess looking. Like she's so pretty and like just looks so like well put together. Love her. Don't know her. Love her.
It's so funny. Everyone was saying that, like, Huda's sister. But okay,
good. I'm glad.
Is that a wrap on anything else?
I think we're done with Love Island.
Sorry, guys. That was like 40 minutes of Love Island.
I did want to move on to the entire Scheana Brock scandal, because this is so crazy to me when you really look at the timeline. Because, okay, so in case you didn't know, which I'm sure you do by now, Barack, which is Scheana Shay, Scheana. I don't even know what her last name is now.
Isn't it weird that she still has her ex's last name? I was thinking
does
about that earlier.
Or is she Davies? Is it Scheana?
No, she's Shay. She's Scheana Shay still.
So Scheana Shay Davies.
We're just giving her the
I'm rock, right? So they got married, you know, and they got married too after they already had their daughter. Mm-hmm. Okay. But what we're finding out now is that during this entire scandal, like the huge freaking thing with Raquel and everything, he apparently came to her with this confession letter about how when she was pregnant, he cheated on her. And it is so bizarre and crazy just knowing this guy's like background, where he like comes from, and I just have so many ties. I have so many things to say. So I will start with how we kind of found out about this, because Scheana came out with a memoir recently, which is called My Good Side. So her. You didn't know? Like, out of all things?
No, I didn't know. My good side.
But you know how she's always taking like selfies, like her good side, and like, okay, yeah.
Sorry, this is giving like the Bad Bunny was staring at her and obsessed with her.
Yeah. Same thing. Same energy. Or like John Mayer also, like, and he's like, I don't even know that girl.
Who is that Scheana girl?
Okay, so on July 10th, Glamour magazine posted an excerpt from her memoir, My Good Side, and she was publicly disclosing the details with Brock's affair, how she found out, and all of that. So basically what happened was March 2023, so this was a solid 2 years ago and a couple months, which was when Scandival, the whole thing came out, and, you know, there was so much speculation going on between whether or not Raquel also, like, had something with Brock, because they were always together alone, and, like, would go on, like, pizza dates and, like, sleep in the same bed with Scheana or whatever. Like, it's crazy. So, to clear his name, and because there was so much heat, he decided to come clean, which, that alone, go fuck yourself. Brock, go kick rocks. Okay, honey, because what the hell? Now that you feel the heat of Tom, you're like, oh my God, this girl that I cheated on could come out. She could tell the truth about everything, and I'm just gonna be so screwed. You know, I'm sure that's like what his mental process was.
No, literally.
But so he wrote a confession letter, and it basically detailed how much he loved her and their growing family, and he reverted back to his bad habits instead of confronting his feelings. He was overwhelmed by the responsibility of their baby and their relationship, and acted selfishly, prioritizing his ego and desire for external validation, which we always talk about with the cheating and these insecure men. When the woman is just doing more than them and everything, they seek this external validation every single time. Instead of just speaking up and being like, hey babe, show me you love me. I don't know what the hell they're missing, but speak the fuck up instead of cheating.
Speak up.
It's just, I just feel like this is such a cop out, like the way he framed it, and this girl like believes it.
This
like,
is such a cop outs. This is such a cop out. And did he meet her like at a gym or something? Is this he framed it as a lapse in judgment and not a deep emotional affair. Apparently it's a one-time physical situation. Oh, it was just one time? It wasn't like
alleged.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, apparently a girl that or like a friend, whatever, a workout buddy, when he was really into like F45. I don't know, you know, like that, like the gym stuff. But so basically she was, quote unquote, this is Scheana's words, he confessed it was a very conscious decision he made to sabotage something good because he didn't think he deserved it. He said he didn't know how to handle how much he loved me.
This is classic. So, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah, no, it's basically like, I can't handle how much I love you, so I'm gonna go cheat.
You're too perfect. You're a goddess. You're everything I've ever wanted, but I can't handle it. It's too much for me.
Like the excuses.
Like the like tan dramático. Like this is so extra, Brock.
It's so extra.
It's so extra. Like
stop. You were horny and she was pregnant and moody probably, and you just went to go get some. Like, let's be real. He said he didn't know how to handle how much he loved me, so instead he created the very scenario he was afraid of. Like a self-sabotage situation.
If anyone buys this book, I'm judging you so hard.
But you know what's funny? I noticed like how it, like this specific article was like
stop, I can't
instead of being like in Scheana's memoir, My Good Side, it's like Glamour magazine posted an excerpt from her memomoir. Like, did anyone read the fucking memoir?
When you said memoir, because I did research on it, but when you said memoir, I was like, I thought it was from Glamour magazine, like an interview. Wait, she has My Good Side?
My Good Side is the book
Girl.
title.
I'm
so
done.
I have a couple things to say with all this, and it's so funny to me because if you know, like, you know, you're a fan of the show, whatever, you know, his past, he was already with someone else. He had 2 kids, one of them named Winter, and now this one is named Summer. You know that, right?
I didn't know that one of them was named Winter.
The mom of Winter was so pissed
You're
that
lying.
they had the audacity to name the new daughter Summer.
You're lying.
On my life.
Winter and Summer?
And so he had convinced, this is all alleged, this is just what I remember from like the show and whatever, like what they found out and called Scheana out on, how he basically was living in Australia with them and whatever, and had said that he was going to go to America for opportunities to give them money and X, Y, and Z. Never saw them again.
No,
like,
never saw them again. And then everyone, remember when like Lala and everyone was like, are you even sending them money? Like, what kind of father are you? Like, what are you doing here? If my kids were overseas, I'd at least be going to visit them, right? Like,
or
I
a
wouldn't,
FaceTime
if
call,
I could,
anything,
anything.
nothing.
I'm sorry. I do not fuck with this guy.
No, like now you're seeing his true colors. And I always did because he felt like, just like, I don't know, like kind of innocent in a way. He has like an innocent vibe to him, but those are the worst ones. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Actions speak louder than words, or even actions with words, which he seems to be very like lighthearted and da 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 da. No, you don't leave your fucking kids in another country and forget about them and start a new life in America. Like that just doesn't happen, you know?
No, without like without like the intent of maybe like I'm gonna start so then to get you guys all over here. You know what I mean? Like there has to be like a goal, like, because I feel like a lot of immigrant parents do this where they might come, but then like you want to bring your kids, like you're kind of building a foundation to be able to bring them over.
100%.
But like he just totally
or
forgot
visit
about them.
or talk to them or
wait. I wonder if the rest of the cast or anyone of that cast knew about it at the time, or if they're all finding out.
Lala knows. Lala
she knew at the time.
Which gets me to my next point, how hard they were coming down on Tom Sandoval. I wonder if it all just, because Lala knew at the time. And Lala was one of the only ones that knew at the time. And apparently now she's saying that she's just so proud of her bravery to like come out and like admit it and whatever. But like I feel like they were really relishing on the fact that Tom was like under the magnifying glass, under all this heat. It was kind of like they did not, because if you know one thing about Scheana, even season 1, season 2, with Shay,
yeah.
Okay, with the drug addiction, how like she even admitted that on the outside she wants everyone to think that she has this perfect relationship.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's so
I'm sorry, that gets me so annoyed, especially because of like Lala, where she's like, like Amaya, I stand on all 10 toes. Not one of them is missing. Lala is so like,
you want to get
popped? You want to get popped? Like, you fuck up, like, that's it. You're done with me type thing. Like, she's real, okay? She's real. This pisses me off so much because it's like, oh, you're going to excuse this one's behavior. And how many times did she comment too? Like, wow, I'm like mind blown that she knew, because like she always was like praising him. She was always praising him. No, but
even till today, she like calls him like kind of like a father figure for her baby.
To Ocean, I know, like yes,
yeah, like her other baby.
No, that's why I'm just like I'm processing right now. But
they're such hypocrites, all of them. They're all such freaking hypocrites. But so it gets you to wonder, like, because I know you haven't been watching The Valley this season.
I've seen enough to know, I think.
Yeah, but Scheana, I mean, she barely didn't even have a role. Like, she's not, like, you know, like a character. Like, if she's ever in a scene, it's because she's a friend of one of the main characters.
Right.
So I'm wondering if she came out with this purposely to have a new storyline.
To be like, one of the main people?
You know? Why would you come out 2 years later with this shit? And you're still going to stay with the guy? You either keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Yeah. Or there's, you know, you have a hidden agenda about it.
I think you hit the nail on the fucking head.
I think that's what it is. Okay, also, I have to bring this up because it is literal. Like, after all those seasons, what? Did Vanderpump Rules have like 10 seasons? I don't even freaking know.
So many.
How did it start?
It started with Scheana being a homewrecker.
Okay. Brandy was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Brandy was pregnant.
Karma's not a bitch. I don't know what is.
When her husband was having an affair with Scheana. And now Scheana got pregnant and her husband had an affair with someone else.
If life doesn't come this is so full circle. Like, you're lying.
Isn't that insane? No, that's really crazy. It's really crazy.
I'm like scared.
Actually. No, it's so weird. Okay.
I'm scared. That's wild. Well, anyway, she's a fucking idiot for putting that out there. Like, honestly, should have kept her mouth shut, but I agree with you. She wants a spot on The Valley, of course.
100%.
Okay, wait. really quick, I don't know if you saw Olivia Culpo. She recently did a TikTok about what's in my bag for my pregnancy.
Oh, or like when I move into the hospital for
No, she has her
labor.
own. No, she already has her own wing there. It's called the McCaffrey wing. Okay.
Oh, of course.
She is, you guys. When I tell you that we were so disgusted and just like our jaws were like on the floor. She was serious. Okay, like this was not a parody. This was not a skit. This woman was serious about bringing 2 full suitcases to the hospital for her pregnancy. She's gonna be there for what, like 3 days? Like what?
Like also, like what do you even think? Like what do you think you're gonna be doing there? Like you're literally giving birth and you're gonna be focused on the baby, but she already has like, you have to watch this video yourself.
You
right?
have to watch the
She
video.
has candles like with the flickering like
No, not only candles, a photo of her dog.
Okay, like just in case she's got to think of. The whole thing was so bizarre, and like so many of the items that she even put in there, it's like the hospital already has that for you,
Dude, the hospital already has that, and like you don't need all this is ridiculous. Honestly, it's ridiculous. It's extremely out of touch, and it goes back to our point of like how it's getting, like the social hierarchy is getting so like far away from each other. Like people who are super rich to the people who are actually like normal people, like us, down to earth, like they're so out of touch. And like it just annoyed me because I already think she was born very privileged. Mm-hmm. She was, okay, and she's a beautiful girl. She was Miss like Universe, whatever, like gorgeous. But I just think it just shows how out of fucking touch you are, and it
Read the
really
room.
pisses me. It really pisses me, especially in this economy.
That's what I'm saying.
in
Like
these
people are trying to
times.
like make ends meet, and
Dude.
she's like, bring 13 of these comfy robes
And
luxurious
pajamas that are
robes.
$1,000 each, like fucking pure silk from Japan. Like I don't even know. Like it's just so
Literal
ridiculous.
nipple
to me.
cream, like.
But
Girl, you're not
cream
even
and
gonna
nipple
be
cream.
there long enough for your nipples to chafe yet.
It's so annoying, so out of touch, and everyone's like ripping her apart for it because it's just like, girl, like where is your head at? Like,
Who is your
come back down
audience?
to earth. That's what I'm saying. Like, come back down to earth. I think
Okay.
those girls are just grew up extremely privileged.
Yes.
Privileged. I can't speak today. They grew up extremely privileged. They're from Rhode Island. I think they just had like a beautiful like fairy tale upbringing.
For sure.
You know what
No,
I mean?
felt like she was like talking to other girls that are pregnant that were like private school girls that had like an Hermes bag.
Yes.
And do you know what I mean? Probably a Labubu attached. Fucking.
Oh shit!
I don't
do
even
you know
talk
about the Labubu?
Yes, I don't even.
That they're demonic?
Yeah, of course. I told you from the beginning. I'm like, those things like scare the shit out of
No,
me.
but they
There's-
actually are demonic.
No, and I
Oh
know,
my
but I like
God.
call that shit. I'm like, there's something
Well,
wrong
we both
with
hated
them.
it. You're like, it's so funny, guys, because like me and Val typically have the same opinion on things.
Always.
All she had to do was send me. She's like, "What do you think of these Labubus?" And literally, like, I had seen them for a while at that point. I was like, "Oh my God, thank God! I thought you'd never ask. I fucking hate them."
Like literally a $3,000 Chanel bag, like a little clutch with a Labubu little.
Ruined.
Like what in the fuck are you?
Disgusting.
I don't know.
In other news, which the
They
internet-
deserve to be possessed. Everyone that has a Labubu on your purse, you deserve it. I'm sorry. Call an exorcist
Period.
beforehand.
Okay, call Demi Lovato to
Yeah.
save you. Okay. In other news of someone who's also stirring up some online controversy, Sydney Sweeney is rumored and speculated to potentially be the next Bond girl, and everyone's really triggered because they're like, what, just because she has big tits, like she should be the next Bond girl? I think everyone's kind of over this whole Sydney Sweeney thing. Like, I don't know. And then I know we were talking about it, but even then with like the bathwater thing, it's just kind of like, and it kind of annoys me because she's very
Over-sexualized.
contradicting though, because she does these things like the bathwater, right? And then she gives statements in her interviews of like, oh, I don't know why everyone's obsessed with my boobs and has to sexualize me. It's very similar to like the Sabrina Carpenter thing that we were talking about. So it's like, girl, pick a lane then. Then don't do the bathwater thing where all these men are buying. It's sold out like this, and you're over here pissed because like, oh, my boobs are big and everyone's like sexualizing me and nobody sees me for like my heart. And I don't know, even like with Glenn Powell, the whole like getting on him and then like with her boobs, I'm just like, what is
whole
it?
thing.
What is it?
That's what
Do
I'm
you want to
saying.
be like sorry, like, not that you can't have like boobs and show them and not be respected, but it's the way you carry yourself, I think, and it's the way you kind of like act. And her actions are giving like with the bathwater and all these things. Like, it's contradicting.
I just feel though, like for like a Bond girl, like why don't we pick someone that's not really known, that's a good actress, that's absolutely stunning, put her on the map. Like it's like this is so basic. Like to pick someone that already is like a sex icon and. You know, I thought she was owning it. I didn't know, you know, whatever. She was saying all this. Yeah. Because, like, I mean, I feel like someone, if they're, like, think about Marilyn Monroe. Over-sexualized, but she fucking owned that shit, wore it with pride, didn't give a shit. She used it to her advantage to fucking get on top.
Yes.
Perfect.
Then
you think about Megan Fox. Sex icon that complain. Yeah. I want people to see me as a smart person. Okay, then stop playing the fucking sexy girl. Or trying out for that role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just feel like people are so inconsistent with what they say and then what they do.
Yes.
And I get it. Like, it's like you're going to be offered this great that you're not going to say no. But at the same time, what do you think is going to come after, like, being a James Bond girl and having your own bathwater?
Like, what do you expect?
Another sexual... You're going to be, like, a stripper in the next movie.
Right.
No offense. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
But yeah. No, yeah. It's like, what are you...
It's like you're not going to be playing, like, Angelina Jolie... in The Pianist or whatever.
Right.
You know, she wasn't in that. She wasn't
no,
she wasn't in that. I'm making this up.
No,
but
yeah,
I know
which, yes.
I was just, yes. You know,
giving an example. Yes.
Like like a big Oscar movie because it won like the best movie, The Pianist or whatever. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you want to be taken seriously or not?
Like, I think of a perfect example is Charlize Theron in Monster.
Yes.
Most beautiful woman on planet Earth, but fucking looked insane in that movie.
Amazing.
Like, or Sofia Vergara on the show she did of
Yes,
Greta. What's her name? Mexican drug lord woman.
I forgot her
name too, but you guys get it. You get it. So yeah, everyone's ripping her apart for that, and it's kind of annoying because the director tipped off. Like, he mentioned that it was potentially going to be someone who was on Euphoria. So like at first, I forgot about Sydney Sweeney. My mind went to Zendaya, and I'm like, okay, I kind of like that. Like I could go for that. And then when I was like, oh no, and everyone was like, it's Sydney Sweeney. I'm like, oh. God.
Maybe it is Zendaya though. Who
I
knows?
hope it is. I hope, but I don't know. Her and Tom. I know that Tom Holland and her have said that like the second, or at least he said this, which I'm assuming then like probably her too. The second they start like having kids because they're engaged or whatever,
out of Hollywood
that they're
out.
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. Well, maybe this will be her goodbye. So we shall see. Okay. We've teased at this for so long, but finally we're in person. Advice that people have written in. So I have a couple questions, just two, I think, that we should go over because I feel like we've been talking forever and you guys maybe are sick of us. I don't know. Okay. Let's see, because there's a lot. I'm going to go off of two that someone wrote in. I think this is a good one. Advice for girls in their 20s. Like, what's a piece of advice that you would give to yourself in your 20s looking back now?
Okay. I think the best advice would be absolutely put yourself before anyone, anything. And I love that, like, I had a mom that always, like, instilled that in me. She'd always be like, primera vienes tú. Segunda, tú. Y si te queda más para otra persona, tú. You know, it's always you. And I feel like because I see a lot of girls now where they get their validation, like we said, externally. You know what I mean? And it's like, whether or not a guy is DMing them, like, oh, I'm going to post a picture. So, like, to see if they DM me or that, it's always, like, with, like, a hidden agenda for, like, someone else. Why don't you just stop? Get the fuck off social media. Learn to love yourself, and then no one will ever fucking break you, no matter how hard they try. You know who you are, and you know what your family thinks of you, and that's all that matters. And if you learn to master that the rest of your life, you can work through it.
Love it.
Yeah, you have to love yourself because people pour themselves into other people, and then at the end of the day, maybe they're pieces of shit. They fuck you over, and then you're lost, and then you question yourself and all those decisions you made. Where did I go wrong? Why didn't I see this coming? When did I believe him? Why shouldn't I have? You doubt yourself. You don't know yourself. When you know yourself, you trust yourself, nobody can fuck you over, you know?
I love that you just said that because I was thinking about it. Like, I was going to ask you first, obviously, but that was going to be my answer. Like, more so about at least me looking back at who I was, the confidence thing. Confidence and just, like, trusting yourself and not giving a fuck what other people think of you. I feel like I cared so much what, like, my boyfriends at the time or, like, my family, my friends, like, I had the worst anxiety about that, and it dominated my life. It dominated, like you said, I didn't prioritize myself. I prioritized everyone else's needs, feelings, everything over my own. I also think it goes back to just like me being like the oldest sibling, where it was just like ingrained in my brain that it was like, you're the oldest, so it doesn't matter, just like let it go and like be there for your younger siblings. And so I took that into my adulthood, which in turn made me more insecure because I didn't focus time on myself. I was focusing time on everyone else's feelings and like, what is she gonna think if I say that? Or like, oh, like, I don't know, like I was so wrapped up in it that like now, also I think it just comes with age too, right? Like your confidence and stuff, and you learn things. So
but
I wish
sooner
looking back,
you
the better.
learn it.
I wish looking back, I wish I just wouldn't care. I wish I would have just like always stayed true to myself and done things that like, not always. Obviously, you have to be a little like compromising and sacrifice some things at a certain point. But I sacrificed everything for everything else. And the real wake up call for me was when I backed off from like friendships or like guys or whatever, and I kind of like, you know, put a little like arm's length there.
Yes.
And I noticed who didn't reciprocate it back.
There you go.
Who didn't. The ones who did, I knew were my real friends and the real people that wanted to be in my life. And then when I stopped trying with everyone else and was like, let me test something out. And I was after I went through like a really traumatic experience in my life. In
who's
my
really there?
In my late 20s, where I just didn't have like the energy anymore to give. And then I kind of backed off, and then I realized like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, if they weren't there for me through that, why have I been pouring my heart and soul into 100%. These people? Like, why?
And that's another thing too. I mean, till this day, I still feel like I suffer from that, where like you really think that people are going to be there for you the way you are for them, or they're gonna, you know, it's not. Everyone's so different. They have their own life going on. And once you realize that befriending yourself is the best thing that you can do for yourself, you grow, and then you start kind of vetting people out a little bit better, the new people that you meet, because you see right through the fucking bullshit. And you know, and then you kind of like pick what you need from people, because you don't need someone to be there for you 24/7. I mean, I'm sure you have those friendships and like that's beautiful, but at the same time, even if you are going to make an acquaintance that you're just going to have fun with, like that's okay too.
That's fine also.
Not everyone has to be the same exact level of friendship. Like you can have different friends, different areas,
and different
learn
buckets,
and grow. 100%.
You go to different friends for different things, and I think that's like beautiful, and that's great. It's kind of like, to your point too, like the airplane thing, like put on your mask before you put on someone else's.
1000%.
Like, you can't take care of yourself. Like if you're not taking care of yourself, you cannot be there for someone else. Like there's just no way.
Well, I've always thought that like, whether we're talking about relationships between like, you know, like an actual like couple, or even friendships, if you are not a whole person and they are not a whole person, then one is going to pull from the other. Like it has to be two whole people that complete themselves to come together and have a healthy relationship.
Yep.
Or else it's always going to lack something, and one's always going to give more to just, you know, be sufficient for the other. But also, and I know we've brought this up before, to your point, it's exactly just like that quote. It's like, stop watering your plants and see which one of them still survives.
Exactly.
You know, stop pouring into your friends, stop texting them first, see what happens. See if there is a real friendship underneath.
Exactly.
Do they care about you too? You know, things like that.
So true. You know that I was always like that. Like I was always calling everyone. And then at some point it's like, it gets exhausting. And I'm like, damn, is anyone going to call me to check on me? Like, does anyone care about me the way I care about them?
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking tired, man. Like, I'm exhausted. Okay, another good question is which honestly, like, we're still working on this, but balancing like your job, boyfriend, family, friends, and yourself. Which I don't know we're like the best for that right now, but I think we've done a good job.
I feel like there's never going to be an actual balance if you have that much on your plate. But if you put yourself first and prioritize yourself first, whether that maybe like your partner, because he's a part of you, or she's a part of you, or but you just always have to like kind of like group things together and prioritize them depending on what's going to make you happy. Because the less you feel like happiness or like whatever, it's like then you can't even give anything to the things that you need to actually prioritize. Like you can't give yourself to your friends. You're with your friends, you're tired. You're with your husband, you don't want to hang out because you're exhausted and you're overwhelmed. You're at work, you fucking hate your job because you just got into a fight with a friend because of whatever.
Out.
So it's like you have to like, but you have to also be transparent and tell people like, listen, I love you so much, but I cannot give 100% right now.
This is what I'm going through.
Meet me halfway. Like, be transparent. You don't need to take on the fucking world. No one can.
Exactly. And if your friend doesn't get that, then that's not really your friend. And I think it's also just like assessing your life, right? Like if you have one friend going through it, be there more for that friend in that moment. If all your other friends are like good and chilling, just like a little, hey, what's up, miss? Like totally
But
fine.
that's exactly
I think just like
it.
assess the situation. I will say though, like in your 20s though, there was this like pressure of constantly being with your friends and constantly going out with your friends and constantly texting your friends and constantly going to dinner, which it's a lot. It's overwhelming when you have friends, boyfriends, family. So you always feel like you're go, go, go. I will say that like as you get older, there's like this unspoken understanding of just like, listen, we're all busy and we're all doing the best we can. And like nobody holds you accountable for it the way that I feel like people and our friends did in our 20s, right?
For sure.
Like think about like one friend, for instance, me in my 20s wouldn't show up to like my 25th birthday. That's it. It's a fight, and you're potentially on the chopping block for being one of my close friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can vouch for it.
You're done, son.
Now, one of my friends is like, "Hey, like I'm not feeling well. Like I'm about to get my period, and I don't feel. Girl, stay home, please. Don't worry about coming." I think with maturity, everyone just understands that we're all just trying to survive. We're all trying to make it. We're all in the same game of life, and we need to give grace to everyone and just give understanding to it. I think like I was so hard on my friends because like to your point, it's like, why aren't you giving me the energy that I give you?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense. And now I'm just kind of understanding that it's like, I think everyone's trying, and you will weed out those people who aren't really trying, that it's like fake, but like
just
the real
match
friends
them.
who
Match
get
their
it, yeah,
energy.
match the energy, and then like the real friends who are actually trying but are just like overwhelmed will understand, and like you said, be transparent, and if it's not received well, then drop that. Like that's it. Like it's just like that's.
Why do you want
What?
a closed-minded friend? And also, I just feel like in today's day, and even us growing up, because we were like the first ones to really experience this, social media has such a big fucking chokehold on this entire conversation. Because if there was no social media, think about like how little pressure you would feel to like be included in things. You wouldn't feel that FOMO. You wouldn't even know that someone was doing something else instead of like talking to you, because you wouldn't see their story and see that they're like literally doing this and like didn't even invite
How
you.
many fights
or
did we
like,
get in because like you'd see like 3 of your friends out and you're like,
oh,
part
where
of the
was my
core.
fucking invite?
It's like, I'm not invited. Like
Right.
those girls hate me now. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, and then maybe you see other like a group of like, let's say 4 really cute like single girls that always hang out having a great time, and it's like, wait, me and my friends need to hang out more. Like we need to. It's like so much comparison, and it's like trying to like find this standard that doesn't even exist, because we set the standard. Like literally, whatever you see, it's like, oh, okay, this is how we're supposed to be. No, everybody is living life their first time. This is everyone's first round at life, or at least the only one that we remember. I do believe in reincarnation to a certain extent, sure, but the only one we remember is the one we're living right now, and everybody has their own shit going on. So I feel like it's just being there for the important moments. I know when like something traumatic happened to you, I feel like I made it my priority to like even just like text you and be like, hey, thinking of you, hope
love
you're
you.
good.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, I know you didn't want to fucking sit there and like talk, but I wanted you to know
that you're like there. And
I know. I feel like
it
makes me want to cry.
No, but that's so funny. We were just talking about that this weekend too, about like that. But like those little things just mean the world. And I think most importantly, just throughout everything in life, stay true to yourself, because it's so easy to like try to be someone you're not and like conform to fit in, or just to be like, oh, I think if I act this way and I'm this way with this person, that then they're gonna like me more as a friend, or I notice if I act this way that I'm included more. Like fuck that. If you have anxiety over a friendship, or like the way you have to pretend to be that gives you, listen to that feeling in your gut, because it's never fucking wrong. Like I feel like I changed the way I was, or like I would keep my mouth shut, or like not speak up about certain things to like protect certain friendships and not like rock the boat, and that's also not good. You have to be able to just stay true to yourself, be authentic, and like just be transparent. And I mean, I feel like Amaya Papaya, we were talking about Love Island, is just such a good example of that, and like how it's so needed right now in a time where everything is so fabricated and fake on social media. I think authenticity is so beautiful right now, and we have to stick to that, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings who all want like love and a connection, and who just want to be like loved. And
I think it's like that fear of perception, but that goes back to like really finding yourself, loving yourself, knowing who you are.
Yes.
And then you stop fearing how people perceive you, because if what they're perceiving they don't like, that's on them.
Exactly.
Like I am who I am, period. End of story.
If I'm not your cup of tea, don't fucking drink it.
Who asked you to drink peppermint tea? go drink your chai latte or whatever the hell she said.
That's exactly what she said.
Oh my God.
I love
Okay,
it.
well, on
thank you
that note,
for these questions. I think this was
No, we
Olivia
have to do
from
more
North Carolina.
advice.
Yeah, it was so good. By the way, she asked for like beauty advice and stuff, but like we'll get into that later. But love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Long episode. Bye.
So much fun.